Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Honoi tanala. So happy to be back here in Gambia. We're going to get some nice healthy fruit and we're going to get some, I think it's called afara. It's definitely a huge sacrifice. It's not always easy living in Gambia, but from a mother's perspective, I would always be willing to give up anything I could to see my children happy and to see them free. While you're living in America, it's just almost unimaginable what it feels like to feel free. Freedom is going to the market with my children simply because I want to, not because they need me to go because outside is unsafe. I can best describe this freedom by comparing living in Gambia to our most recent trip to the US. My children were able to create some really good memories during our visit to the US, but what was really shocking to me was no matter what it was that they were able to do to try to give them a lifestyle somewhat similar to what they had in Gambia, they constantly kept asking me to go back to Gambia. Literally almost every other day I would take them out so that they could stretch their legs and run around, but they would constantly complain about not being able to go to the markets or not being able to go to any stores by themselves, because when we're living in Gambia, they come and they get the money from me and they're able to go shopping. They're very, very independent at early ages. So my boys, they are 5 and 7 right now. Issa, you're gonna stay here with Daddy for one more week? You want to go back to Gambia? The phone and tablet had to pacify them when I wasn't able to be outdoors with them, or if I wasn't able to watch them, they just had to stay inside and they were miserable. Very recently, I was able to compare the behavior in the States, to the way how it is in Gambia, and I have not seen my children the way how they were in America. I hadn't seen them display that type of behavior since we left the States. Just constantly complaining, just never happy. I honestly believe that they were kind of depressed, and I never knew what that looked like before until I was able to raise them in a different environment, and then going back to our old environment in America and having something to compare it to. Adam and Aliyah, my older 2 children, flew out to the US. They were able to spend some time in America this summer as well. My oldest daughter, she was actually saying that she was considering staying in the US for about a year's time to work. And after arriving there and getting slapped in the face with the reality of it, she quickly changed her mind. And it just feels so alive here. There are always people around and it's always noisy and busy, and I really missed that, when I was in the States. Anytime I would leave my house or go walking, down the street or whatever, out walking for exercise, it just always felt like a ghost town. Not a lot of people outside on the roads. If they are, they're in cars. But yeah, the lifestyle just feels more natural, healthy. Honestly, my best advice for those who have plans to move to Gambia is, if you have the financial part figured out, if you have a residual income and you have the money part figured out, you have to just do it. You have to just jump in and do it and trust in the Most High that He will open up doors for you and He will open up opportunities for you, after you arrive. Because honestly, things are not going to go exactly the way how you're planning anyway. It's just not, because we have plans and God has plans. So if that's something that I never had full faith about before in the past, I definitely learned that after moving to Gambia, because our Hijra journey didn't go any way I planned for it to go.